ॐ ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इंद्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्त्राक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। So let us chant the verse quickly so that it becomes easier. Atha atha swalayanah bhagavantam parameshtinam upasamitya uvacha tasmai sahovacha pitamahascha श्रद्धा भक्ति ध्यान योगा अवेहि वेदांत विज्ञान सुनिश्चितार्थाः संन्यास योगात् यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोके तु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे विविक्त देशे च सुखासनस्थ शुचि समग्रीव शिरः शरीरः अत्र्या समस्त सकलेन्द्रियाणि निरुध्य भक्त्या सुगुरुं प्रणम्य. So now we need to look at this. So in the last class we were talking about especially this concept of dhyanam, and here dhyanam started with ekarupa ishvara dhyanam, then comes anekarupa ishvara dhyanam, and finally comes to arupa ishvara dhyanam or arupa dhyanam. So in short, what we call as saguna brahma upasana and niguna brahma dhyanam called nididhyasana. But for common people, same language is being talked little differently. This is the procedure that karma yoga, upasana yoga, vedanta vichara, then comes jnana yoga. So these are the steps. So karma yoga includes 2 levels. So as a karta, ishwararpana buddhi, as a bhukta, prasada buddhi. And when it comes to upasana yoga, so there comes ekarupa dhyanam, anantarūpa dhyanam, or anekarupa dhyanam, viśvarupa dhyanam, anyone you can take it. And whereas when it comes to nididhyasanam, that becomes arupa dhyanam. So this is how we have discussed very carefully. So in last class we were seeing verse number 5. So there is vivikta desha. So vivikta desha means very clearly, we were discussing this point, that you need to isolate yourself. So being in the kitchen, so you cannot think to meditate. Okay. So when you are in the kitchen, you have to think of cooking. In dining hall, you should think of food. So that's why you need a special place what to do where. And don't do meditation in your washroom. Be careful. Okay. So that also very clear. However, so he highlighted, look, there should be asana. So when asanam means that it should be sukhasana. That means one should make one's own self comfortable. Because when you have taken care of time, sorry, first is place. I think here kalam is not mentioned, okay? Desa is being mentioned. Kalam is not there. That's why I was saying something last time I told some differently. So kalam means the time is not being mentioned. So better to specify a time. Because it is exactly like if you observe your body, if you wake up every day, let us say 5 o'clock, even if you go to bed 3 o'clock night, 5 o'clock automatically you will wake up. So that we call as body alarm. It works beautifully, very nicely. So here, same thing is being highlighted, that it is better to fix a time, like food. You fix a time, supposed, okay? Not like after 2 o'clock lunch, after 10 o'clock breakfast, after night 10 o'clock, dinner. So it's called asura, khadya, asura time, okay? It's not a human being time. Deva time, forget, okay? Anyway, so here also, better to have time, means first is desha, kala, then comes asana. Asana to have a proper seat. Means you have to be comfortable. Only when you are comfortable up to some extent physically, then you can allow the people to be there in their place. And of course, when it talks about this comfortable posture, that is related to this annamaya kosha. Also, you need to take care of pranamaya kosha. So through the pranayama, we do that also very nicely. In different occasions, differently being talked, how to keep the object in their place. When you do prana and apana samana, prana apanavu samokrutva, nasabhyantaracharino, in Bhagavad Gita, we have seen it. So when this prana and apana is being balanced, in short, in a gross way, when you start breathing through both the nostrils, you will discover your mind is balanced. And interestingly, we have seen all sandhya times. Sandhya means joint time, meeting time, before, like, no, the night becomes day. What we call as dawn, morning. So that is called sandhya time. That's why you are supposed to do sandhya, not when you wake up, okay? So at least I am proud of some of you. At least even if when you wake up, you do sandhya vandanam at least, okay? At least you do. That's enough. But that's not right. But you are doing something, I respect that much. So here, sandhya time, sandhya vandanam is supposed to be done. Like how we fix the sandhya time. So automatically mind is attuned to that. So better to fix the time in short. And then this pranayama kosha is automatically balanced in time. Very amazing. That's why evening, that sandhya time, your mind is calm. Morning, your mind is calm. That hapana automatically it becomes calm. Especially in India, that ambience is being created all over India. You cannot be agitated during that time. Impossible. So that's why after taking care of pranamaya, also you need to take care of manomaya. So manomaya means he uses this word called atyasrama. So that means mentally you are a sannyasi. So you don't allow relations to bug you. You don't think of obligatory duties. You don't think, oh, look, if I close my eyes, what will happen to my computer? Was running what to do, you understand? Especially most of you guys, okay? Earlier it was, if I close my eyes, what will happen to my cattle, to my cows, to my field? Nowadays it is not there, okay? What will happen to my computer? However, then that through that you take care of this manomaya kosha preparation. And of course comes vijnanamaya kosha. So vijnanamaya kosha means you have some type of pride, ahankara and mamakara. Because you are holding on to especially your knowledge, whatever knowledge you have. I know. So this ahankara and mamakara to be diluted. Because as we know, until and unless you dilute your ahankara and ahankara means ego, mamakara means that myness, possessiveness, that it belongs to me. So unless these are being diluted, things will not work. That's why to dilute ahankara and mamakara, we say do Purana Sravanam. The purpose of Purana Sravanam is listening to Puranas, okay? To take care of or to dilute ahankara systematically without your knowledge. So that really is being taken care of very nicely and carefully. So this is also to be done. So once these are being done, then also sakala indriyani niruddhya, all the sense organs definitely to be controlled. So that means you don't allow your sense organs to be engaged unnecessarily. They are completely listening to you. So what you want, that is what. Suppose you hear something. Now, suddenly what happens? Your eyes starts getting open. Have you not observed? You are closing your eyes. Some sound comes. What happened? You have chosen to close your eyes. If some sound happens, let it happen. Why you are opening your eyes? Is it necessary? But mechanically we do that. Oh, what happened? Then mind becomes restless. So here, after doing this thing, the unique point here he highlights, really nice, called pranamya sogurum bhaktya. This is the unique point. In fact, these 2 points are unique in Kaivalya Upanishad. One is that atyasrama concept, that mentally be a sannyasi. And other one is called Shwagurum Bhaktya Pranamya. So saluting, doing namaskaram mentally, physically to one's own guru. It signifies that you should have a guru. Use this word Swagurum, okay? So without guru, meditation is not possible. And of course, there are many other points we highlight when we look at this aspect. Because when you are keeping the sama griva sira sariracha, then keeping the straight, the body, neck and the head. So in short, your spine is straight, not. Now, with this attitude, and that too, you do namaskaram to your guru, you definitely are comfortable. You allow things to move on their way. Now question may arise, what is to be done? Now next verse, again he wants to add some more preparation. He doesn't want to leave you so quickly, okay? Continuing. hṛt-puṇḍarīkam virajam viśuddham vicintya madhye viśadam viśokam acintyam avyaktam anantarūpam śivam praśāntam amṛtam brahmayonim tathādi madhyanta vihinamekam vibhum chidanandam arūpam adbhutam. Now he says, look, this is not enough. So what you need to do? So you need to do vicintya. So vicintya means that you need to think. differently. So in short, you need to turn yourself towards yourself. A different type of thinking to be done. So what is that? Or you can say invoking. What is that? hṛt-puṇḍarīkam madhye. So this is the most important. So you need to, this is how big conflict happens. He uses this word hṛt-puṇḍarīkam. So when we say hṛt-puṇḍarīkam, the word we translate as that the heart that is like lotus. So what is this heart? It's very simple. We say the mind rests in heart. In fact, this rest in peace means that actually. How? You can observe this point very carefully. The moment you are awake, now your mind is connected to the whole external body. And through the connection of external body, it transacts with the world. The whole entire transaction takes place in the world in keeping with what? This physical body or not? So that means the mind is available or expanded all over external body when we are awake. Whereas when we are resting, when we are sleeping, where is mind? So mind now goes back to the heart. Anahata chakra ityartha. So that means what? Anahata chakra, the heart is location. Now mind resides there. So what we call technically turning yourself to look within. Not necessarily to become extrovert, but introvert. And that is what is being highlighted here, that hṛt-puṇḍarīkam. And once you start looking here, then you have to see which level your mind is. Because when we keep our eyes open, now mind is in the external world and extrovert. Being extrovert, you cannot figure it out. What sort of mind do you have? Forget enjoying, okay? So when I say what sort of mind you have, generally we have, in short, three types of mind. One is sattvic mind, supposed to be the best. Second is rajasic mind, so-so. And the third one is tamasic mind. Don't ask. So you need to see what sort of mind you have. So I am no more interested in tamasic mind, nor even rajasic mind. Only I need to go for sattvic mind, nitya sattvasto bhava. So that is being pointed out. The first one is virajam. So virajam means rajaguna rahitam. So that means what? The mind that is free from rajaguna. Because if the mind is with rajaguna, definitely mind will be agitating. Even if your eyes are closed, you understand? Can you see my eyes? Because this goes automatically. You become restless mind. And when mind is restless, you cannot look at your heart, the Anahata chakra. That's why Goraksha Samhita, that we saw how the chakra meditation. That's why I don't know how many of you have done and doing. Swamiji, that text is over now. So now we are focusing on Kaivalya Upanishad, okay? We are very, on the spot. We don't think of back, okay? Anyway, wish you all the best. So first one is called virajam. Second one is called viśuddham. So viśuddham means that which is free from tamoguna. Tamoguna rahitam iti. So that means what? The mind is not lazy lethargy. The moment you close your eyes, you sleep off. Many people do it, okay? That's why you start like this. After a few minutes, what happens? You need a pillow behind. And nowadays in a yoga field, they have got all sort of pillows, okay? Pillow on your back, pillow for your thighs, pillow for your knee, pillow for your everything. You understand? So that you need full of pillows. Good. So that means that when you need more pillows, I'm sorry to say, the more mind is what? Tamoguna. Okay, this is my version, okay? So that's why, okay, then what is to be done? He says, look, viśadam iti. So viśadam means that which is mainly sattoguna pradhanam iti. The mind that is predominantly sattoguna. So that I can look at, which Bhagavad Gita said, that sukha dukhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo. So with reference to sukham and dukham, labha and alabha, gain or loss, I can minimize the gap. Because if you look at with reference to pain and pleasure, what is your gap? And that gap is determined the level of reaction. So if you react strongly, that means the gap is very high. The moment you get something, hey, like a child, the moment child gets something, how happy? Mom, you are the best mom. And when you are not giving something, what is it? You are the worst mom that I have ever seen in my life. How many moms you have seen? Look at a small child, how child reacts. So the level of reaction determines that how much gap is there between these pairs of opposite. So this also need to be understood very carefully. And then once you understand this gap, that there is a huge gap, so what is to be done? To minimize this gap, now you need to spend time in karma yoga. So only karma yoga can minimize, not anything. And along with the karma yoga, then you can come to upasana. Or else, if you go to upasana without karma yoga, what will happen? You will become intolerant. That's why if you go to any mutts or any temples, you find out different type of nuts. Because there is no karma yoga, straight away they want to do upasana. So these two also need to be looked into very carefully. At the same time, viśokam. So viśokam means Shokarahitam iti. Free from all sort of grief, regret. So that means a cheerful mind. Ityartha. So when can you find out that you are cheerful? Because when you are not confronted with your past. If you are confronted with your past, can you become cheerful? Try. See, past can come and pass by, but you should not get confronted. And when you are getting confronted with the past, what happens? Now, near future creates some type of agitation in you. That's why, for example, if you see somebody, known person to whom you don't like, there is some type of aversion. What happens? You turn your face. So when you turn your face, shows that your mind is disturbed. Anytime turning away shows that mind is disturbed. And with that mind, will it be possible that whatever we are talking? And here he says, look, you need to understand this verse very carefully, that sometimes it uses ekarupam ishvara with a different word. Sometimes it uses that anekarupa ishvara, and sometimes it uses also arupa ishvara. So the first word says that it is acintyam. So acintyam means, so here you can say this acintyam is nothing but called arupa ishvara. That which is not object of your recognition. So the sense organs, including mind, here aprameya ityartha, okay? That's why in one place is being said, Lord Shiva's name, aprameyaya namaha. It is not a prameya vastu. The object that is to be known. So aprameya, it is not object of recognition at all through the sense organs, beyond the reach of sense organs. So arupa ityartha. And of course, at the same time, avyaktam. So avyaktam means indriya agocharam. That which is not available in the form of any manifestation. No manifestation at all. Means which is being talked in Upanishad, asabdam, asparsham, arupam, agandham, ityartha. That which cannot be heard, ashabdam, asparsham, cannot be touched, arupam, cannot be seen. So that is what is being talked. Arasam also we can say cannot be tasted. And that is called Ishwaraha. So this Ishwara means what? When you say that it cannot be done at the same time, but that means here this avyaktam can be taken as that anantarūpa Ishwaraha, Vishwarupa Ishwaraha. And that's why beautiful concept comes, especially in Tamil Nadu we have. Tamil Nadu we have this Pancha Bhuteshwara. So, starting with that Chidakasa, Chidambaram, Agni, Tiruvannamalai, Jalam, Jambukeshwara, sorry, that is called that Jambukeshwara temple. I forgot the name. Then our Bhu, the earth, Kanchipuram. So we have all these concepts. So that means to make sure that all are available. So very nice. That's why we say better to once in a while to go to, everywhere. And of course, Bayu also Kalahasti. So Kalahasti also is there. Okay. So Chidambaram will be Akasha. That's why they say Chidambaram Rahasya. Because actually nothing. Space. And that's why Kalahasti many people know because of mainly all sort of what we call pariharam. Okay. When any problem happens, go to Kalahasti. Just do. In fact, remember one thing. You know what is the Shivam name itself is? That Dukkham, that removes Dukkham Nase. So the word itself is Dukkharta. You don't have to really think of anything at all. But unfortunately, we have, some type of, because of this astrologer and other things, we go to special Shiva to take care of special aspect. Nothing wrong in it. Anytime any problem happens, please go to any Shiva temple. You are taken care. That's why Shivam is nothing. Sarva dukkha nasakaha. Dukkha hartasya. That's the other name of Shiva is called Shankara. Sam karoti iti. Mangala karaka ityartha. That which brings auspiciousness. Even if he is in cremation ground, still he is auspicious. So that's why that when this is Shivam, he also another word is called avyaktam. Done. Then word calls Shivam. Then comes praśāntam, amṛtam, brahmayonim. And not only that, also anantarūpam. So that which is in the form of many forms. Again, Vishwarupa Ishwara. And that Shivam is called Shantam, means praśāntam ityartha. It's very calm, tranquil. And amṛtam means immortal. So all this, you can see the form, you can take it, this amṛtam in 3 levels, you can take it 1 level also. Praśāntam also can be taken all 3 forms, also can be taken 1 form, but 3 forms is better. And finally comes brahmayonim. So Brahmaji himself says that yoni means here karanam ityartha. The cause of Brahma here is Hiranyagaraha. So when he says cause means what? Generally, cause means we say upadana karana. Related to material cause. He says not necessary. Both upadana and nimitta karana. Both material and efficient cause. So that means Brahmaji says, look, I am called grandfather, but I have a father. I am called by everybody. I am the creator. No, I have been created too. So here is what? Maya Sahita, not Maya Rahita Brahman, okay? Maya Sahita Brahmana. Because only Brahman without Maya, what happens? Neither it is called as Karanam nor Karya. Because only when there is a Karya, now tell me, simple thing. When are you a father? Okay, common question we asked. Is father born first or child born first? One or two? What would be your answer? Is child born first or father born first? So you'll say father born first. Do you agree all? Definitely not. Father is never born first. A child is born first. Because child is born first, that's why you are called a father. So role of a father is later on. If there is no child, are you a father? So the father is never born first. Can you see the concept? But wait, I am born first. How can be my child be born first? No. So that means with reference to child, you are a father or mother. If child is not there, you are neither a father or mother. But still you cry, I had a child. Or I want to have a child. You understand the concept? How wrong we are. So how that works? Here it says same concept. Karya karana. As long as there is effect, there is cause. If there is no effect, where is cause? So here Maya Sahita, not Maya Rahita. Then comes quickly, we'll see. Tatha Adi Madhya Antavihinam. So that means what? Here again, Vishwarupa Shiva. That which is free from no beginning, no end, no middle. So this is Tiruvannamalai example. We can take this here. How the Vishnu went down to see the feet, and Brahmaji went up to find out the top, the end. Finally, they did not find. So this is called, this story, we can take it. And of course, when this is what called vibhum. So vibhum means what? Again, you can take Vishwarupaha, that which is available, vividharupam, in different forms. And interestingly, this is called Chidanandam. So Chidanandam means what? That which is in the form of Chit Ananda, pure consciousness, pure happiness. Because happiness and consciousness are one and same. And when we say happiness and or consciousness free from everything, so that here highlights, remember, happiness is not product of mind. We all think happiness is product of mind. It's not like that. And not being product of the mind, it is also not property of mind either. And of course, we have to say happiness when we talk about pure happiness, Chidananda Vitartha, okay? Anandam, not this pleasure. That's why we define happiness and pleasure difference, okay? Pleasure is the product of mind, okay? Property of mind. And secondly, the happiness that is independent of mind, it pervades mind. That also, I think we had discussed in details with analysis in 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. You can refer. And also, being independent, pervades mind, it cannot be restricted by my mind. So mind cannot create a boundary. And of course, it survives in spite of mind. But without mind, I cannot, because I need a medium, reflecting medium. So mind is a reflecting medium to see the happiness. But mind does not create happiness. So that's why this Chidanandam is being highlighted. And finally, two more words called Arupam Adbhutam. That also we'll see and complete this. Arupam means what? That which is free from Rupam, Nirgunam Ityartha. That we are discussing, Arupa Brahmaiti. Then Adbhutam. Adbhutam means wonderful. How? Because it creates without creating. It creates world without creating, like your dream. Now tell me, is a dream a wonderful thing or not? You create without creating. That's why it is called as Adbhutam. Now, this is to be meditated. So that means indirectly, Ekarupa, Anantarupa, and Arupa Brahma being discussed. We'll see more of it. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, all of you.